check that out. Freaking hawk with the mountains in the background. That's so sick. Alright, it's January 1st, 2026. I hear people say all the time, no one's coming to save you. We all know that. But wisdom without action is worthless. You can know all the right things to do. You can know every step to take. But until you do, it's never going to work out. I mean, look at Good Will Hunting. That dude was the smartest dude his friends knew. He baffled professors. But until he took action, his life was going nowhere. And I think that's the problem with most people in society nowadays, is we do so much talking about what we're going to do. It's like, oh, new year, new me, new goals I'm going to make. We'll talk about the things we want to do. We'll write down the things we want to do. We'll post on social media about what we want to do. But until you do, it's never going to work out. Nothing's ever going to happen until you take action. I mean, you see dudes out here like David Goggins. That dude's crazy, but he goes and does stuff. He doesn't just talk about doing stuff. He goes out into the world and does stuff and gets stuff done. Because at the end of the day, if you want to see change in your life, you need to make changes. Because the only way to change your life is to change. You have to change the way you do things. You have to change the way you think. Because honestly, I think that's the problem with most people in society. People just need to do things. They need to go out into the world and do things. There is a hawk on that tree. Wait, is that a hawk or an owl? Oh, that's a hawk. That's crazy. But at the end of the day, I think what it all comes down to is it's just the fear of failing. People fear failing. They fear not being able to do things. They fear when people say like, oh, you can't do that. They let people control their lives. Because at the end of the day, when you let people say you can't do things, you're letting them have control over your life. And it's honestly one of the saddest things people do in their life. Like, I've done that before. I've let people say like, oh, you can't do that. And then I get discouraged and stuff. But at the end of the day, if you just go out into the world, you make stuff happen, it's the best thing you could possibly do in your life. So whatever you want to call this, your motivation for the day, your message for the day, just go out into the world and do stuff. Make stuff happen. Make change. Just be different. Because at the end of the day, you get one life. I know it sounds cliche and stuff, but you really only do get one life. And you don't want to look back in your life when you're 85 years old and be like, damn, I really wish I did that. Or I really wish I would have took action. So it's a new year, but don't just say that. Don't just say like, oh, new year, new me. Make a difference. Make change. Just do things. Because you could write down all these great ideas. You could write down all these thoughts you have, all these goals you have, but until you put it out into the world, it's never going to work out. It doesn't matter how good of an idea it is. It doesn't matter how big of a goal it is. If you don't put it out into the world, it's never going to happen. So put stuff out into the world, make stuff happen, make a change, be different, and your life will change for the better. It's the best way to live possible.